Mm, no wonder Korra got off the air. Hell, Asami could join. They're over 18, ain't creepy. Mm.
Hey, check it out, it's MediaShinobi, and Chris is going to be reviewing Legend of Korra, Book 3, Episode 9, The Stakeout.
Oh, cool. Good job. You got it in the first try. Now, this episode is where things really hit to a pivotal point because this is where we finally get to know what Zahir's goal is, or at least like part of it. We don't know the entirety of it, but it's much more than what we know from the past. We get to see Korra continue their search for Aiwei, and they eventually run into the town. I forgot what it's called, but it was the town where the gang went for the mini vacation, which led to the Spirit Library in Book 2 of the original series. And I'm just curious how the hell the ice is not melted yet. Seriously, it's been like 70 years. They eventually do find Aiwei, and it turns out that he projected his spirit to the spirit world so he can talk to Zahir. Korra followed him, and now she is able to talk to Zahir one-on-one to ask why they're doing what they're doing. And as Zahir and Korra are talking in the spiritual world, in the material world, Minghua and Kazan decided to go after Korra's body. So Mako devises a plan where Asami escapes with Korra on Naga, while him and Bolin decide to hold him off. I give him points forever, but yeah, they got their asses whooped. And just as Asami and Korra are about to get away, they get captured by the Earth Queen's forces. Yeah, Earth Queen's still pissed about that. And Zahir now know that they're going to go back to Boxing Say with Mako and Bolin as hostages. And that pretty much sums up this episode. Now, this episode is a big deal because for the most of the season, Zahir's plan and end game had been in the dark. And granted, it wasn't fully revealed in this episode, but a lot of it was. And it's a double-edged sword because on one hand, it gives a sense of mystery and the fans keep throwing theories out. It won't be predictable. But on the other hand, the hype of it's going to increase and the payoff might not, pay off. And in my opinion, it does pay off. Zahir, right from the get-go, we know he wasn't an evil dude. I mean, just how he talks, how he presents himself. Yeah, he's threatening. Yes. His group is threatening. Hell yes. But evil like Ozai or Zula, not really. Basically, as Jan would say, he's pretty much somewhat like the Joker, in a sense where he wants to bring chaos to the world, but instead of the Joker, he wants to build the world back up from that chaos. Like a clean slate. The points he puts out, he isn't wrong. Like, there's so many tyrannical rulers in this world, and in the previous series, like Long Fang, the Earth Queen, Unalaq. And with that alone, he's just a much more interesting villain compared to Unalaq. Hell, he's even up there with Amon and maybe even Azula because even though he's an antagonist, he's not truly evil. So what do you think about Zahir's motives and endgame?
I like how straightforward and to the point it is. Definitely more interesting than Unalaq. I found him stale and redundant. And I like how they tied him back to the story with the whole, he was part of the Red Lotus but went rogue. I thought that was pretty cool. And for Amon, I felt like Zahir was a well-executed version of Amon in terms of introducing an antagonist to at least the book, because Amon was more hype and he kind of fell flat, but Zahir, based on how it's going,
he has much more screen time and he's a much more imposing presence. I mean, I like Amon, I do, but he just didn't have enough screen time to make me really like him compared to like Azula. I'm also glad that they brought in the Earth Queen. I mean, she pretty much declared war on Korra and Republic City, so even though it was bad timing for the heroes, it seemed appropriate for them to finally kick in. And what do you think about his view on the government and also other high powers?
well, he's not wrong. He proves a point, and even today's society, we kind of have those issues, and some people feel like they want a strong government, while the others felt like, no, we should have a little bit more freedom. And to be honest, I like how they're utilizing two different philosophical points of views. I just thought that makes a good character. The fact that you could understand their point of view, and then at least that way, you can't really blame them for doing what they do because you get it.
Yeah, even Korra was trying to get him to his side. Like, hey, you're an airbender, you're smart. If you join with us, we could do so much good. But Zahir's like, no, I can't. And by the end of the episode, yeah, the crew are in bad shape. I mean, Mako and Bolin are captives of Zahir's crew. Asami and Korra are going to Boxing Day to probably be tortured and sold for sex slaves. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Even though we still don't know what they want with Korra, I mean, they said that when she was little, they wanted a razor of their own. But now that she's older, I'm guessing they're gonna try to convert her, but we don't know. It's not everything was revealed in this episode. Now, Theory time! And I've heard some theories of what Zahir wants to do with Korra. One is, example, he wants to take Korra's body and...
Zahir's Milo, I'm just saying.
What the fuck are you doing? This isn't some science fiction bullshit. This is Legend of Korra, motherfucker! Sorry about that, but anyway, back to my theory. Some people said that Zahir's gonna go Danny Phantom on Korra, possess her body and... Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so fans come up with the weirdest theories, but so far, I can't think of anything more reason for keeping Korra because I highly doubt Korra can be converted at this point. I mean, maybe she was younger, yeah, but now she's like 18. I highly doubt that. And that's really what I gotta say about this episode. It was really well paced, had great action, and the fact that Zahir's main goal was legit. I mean, he's not really an evil guy. He didn't pull it out of his ass and say, yeah, I wanna do this because. No, he had his points, and he's not wrong in all those aspects. So yeah, that ends this review. Comment below, what do you think? I forgot to say subscribe and like, but you know what I mean already. We've done this take so many times, so I don't give a fuck anymore. So yeah, it's MediaShinobi signing out. Peace!